GiveSendGo is an online fundraising platform where we allow people to raise funds for all the needs that happen in life. And our mission is to share the hope of Jesus while people are using us.
Jesus gives hope that continues on. And so we wanted a platform that carried that truth, that it wasn't just a fundraising platform, but it was also a platform where people felt the hope of Jesus.
So we're going on year 7. Things were looking good. We were growing. It was Super Bowl Sunday.
I was watching the Super Bowl like most people were. At the end of the Super Bowl, I hopped on to see the website.
And all of a sudden my phone starts ringing and Jacob's on the other line and he said, "The site is down, someone's hacked us." They had frozen our page, redirected it, and were screening across the screen names of givers to a campaign.
It quickly became evident that this is a pretty significant breach that's happened, and how do we rectify it?
What were we going to say to the press? What were we going to do for our website? How were we going to get someone in to fix the website? There was a lot we weren't prepared for. And so we just started to make decisions.
The decision-making process at the time was very reactionary because there wasn't a plan. And so we were taking each decision and going before God and saying, okay, how do you want us to navigate?
When you get thrown into an international and national spotlight, all of a sudden, it's bigger than just what your team is seeing. It's what the world is seeing. And our mission statement held us accountable. Are we going to share the hope of Jesus, no matter what stage we find ourselves on? And we needed to make sure that everything we did spoke to that.
The hacker 3 years later pops up in the media again because he's continuing his ways of hacking and he's getting caught. And we make a off-the-cuff joke online on social media and it grabs his attention.
We knew he probably needed money for legal defense. We wrote to him on social media letting him know that he could use GiveSendGo for his legal fees if he wanted to. But that led to something more. It led to an open dialogue where we actually got to message him and ask him what he was needing in the situation. And he shared a couple things about his family.
From that moment, it opens up a door because we go back to our mission statement. How are we going to share the hope of Jesus in this moment with someone? Now we're talking with the guy that hacked our site. This is incredible.
We've gotten to talk to our hacker and pray for his family and bless him. God took something that looked like a horrible, stressful, hard situation. And we're now able to see how we're able to reach somebody we would never have been able to reach.
God goes before us in our journey in that he actually defeats our enemy, brings it back to us, and he calls it our victory. The battle has been won, even when we're going through it.
I think you can look back at crisis situations and go, I wish I had done that differently, or we had not reacted, we had responded, or we had something in place. And instead of just wishing that for the past, you move ahead and you take those lessons learned and you actually do something.
Crisis really does sit at the doorstep of every business that says that they're a God-honoring business, because your principles live contrary to the nature of this world.
As we navigate crisis, we realize really all it is, it's where Christ is. And we can't wait to see what else God does, because in crisis, you see what Christ is doing.